All right, what's up, social media family? We are here all the way live with the Bassets, aka the beautiful people, coming all the way from Huntsville, Alabama.
Yes, sir.
How y'all doing tonight, man?
Doing great.
Busy and
Yeah,
active, man. Busy and active.
y'all look busy. Success takes some energy, don't it?
Oh, too
Man.
much.
We done
Too
built
much.
up a work ethic now where this just feel like a normal day. You just sun up to sundown. It's
Yeah,
normal.
Yep.
It kind of
yeah,
feel weird if it ain't like this.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you guys have arrived then.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I was talking to a person the other day and I was giving them solutions for whatever they was dealing with. Boy, they had an excuse after an excuse after an excuse. I said, well, stay poor.
Yeah.
Stay poor. But anyway, so y'all, we're gonna have some fun tonight. And for everybody that's watching, make sure you like. Make sure we're not on YouTube right now. We'll be on YouTube anyway because I posted to YouTube afterwards. But make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share. And if you love your mama, invite your friend to watch this video. All right.
Yes,
But it's
sir.
gonna be fun. We're gonna talk about some business. We're gonna talk about some life. We're gonna talk about everything. So I want to make sure this interview was good because I know how it is. When you be in the interview and everybody can ask you the same doggone thing. So we're gonna try to mix it up a little bit, y'all. So we got one person that's viewing right now. We know others are gonna come on. Y'all putting y'all kids to bed, just depending on where you're watching from. But I just want to hop into it. So the beautiful people, aka the Bassets, they're aka the Bassett second, right? So I just want you guys to just for those who don't know your story, if you could just introduce yourself and give them a little bit of your story.
Cool. You got the story? Let's mix it up. Let's let you have a story.
You want me to tell them the story?
No, I'm talking about V over
Oh,
here.
we okay.
He said
I was
he
like, I'm interviewing y'all. Go ahead.
V over here. I'm always the one doing the talking. Let's mix it up.
All right, let's go,
Cool.
V.
We got the flow.
Okay. Well, I'm Lavina Bassett, Eric Bassett. We um we run an Airbnb business here in Huntsville, Alabama. We are pretty known for they call us the Airbnb couple here. We have 11 properties now.
All right.
Um, but we started out. He started out. What you doing? What you doing?
That was good. People want
No,
more. Keep on.
no,
Don't throw it
because
back.
you started out. No, because we wasn't always. We've been doing this now for what a little over 2 years,
Yeah.
almost 3 years. Um, yeah, he was doing I don't know. I don't even know how we did this. I don't
I
know.
was in corporate America selling as a salesman. Got this bright idea. Boom, light bulb goes off. Airbnb.
See,
She wasn't really hip to it. I said, you gotta trust me one more time
one
and
more time.
let's make this thing happen. Long story short, we started off with one property. She fell in love because she got to design it,
Get back here.
and I got her involved with it. And it kind of just became a business that we both enjoyed. And we grew it to multiple six figures in under 2 years.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
big.
yeah, I mean, this year alone, man, we're looking to do over 500,000 just with the
Nice.
Airbnb side, and that's opened the door for so many other things in real estate. She's an agent. I'm an investor. We created different e-commerce brands. I mean, we got a lot going on, but it all started from the cash flow that we made with Airbnb that afforded us this lifestyle. So that's how it happened. In under
Got
two
you.
years.
Well, that's cool, man. That's cool. So how did you guys go about choosing the properties, and did you always know, like, I have this number from Jump Street, or did you feel like I kind of want to settle at this number? How did you get into choosing the property and how many you're gonna have?
Oh my
See,
God.
that's a good question,
That
man.
is.
See, that's what I'm saying. I like that because, like you said, people ask the basic stuff, right? It's
Yeah.
just so this interview seems like it's gonna be pretty deep.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be deep.
Yeah. So at first, we didn't know anything about the growth of the business. We just were excited to be in the business, right? So we didn't know, we didn't have any projections, any goals, anything that we were scaling for. We were just like,
At all.
let's just see if it worked. right? And it took us about 4 properties to really see this thing works well. When we got to that point, then we started to see our numbers with 4. And that's when math started to come in and say, hey, look, I left my job at this number. So let's see, if we want to live this certain lifestyle, how much money do we need coming in? What that's going to look like for us to travel, the kids be good, bills paid, luxury money, just whatever. And we got to that number and we did backwards math. We said, okay, if we want to reach this number, with these 4, it looks like we're going to need this many properties. So it's really just understanding your goals and doing backwards math to see what you need to actually hit it. And for us, that number was 10. And that was the time when our goals was kind of still low. Now that we hit 10, our goals have increased, right? So it's like, okay, now we at 10. We thought we was just gonna coast, but we want more. All right.
Yeah.
So it's like more life. You live more, you want more.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things, man.
So the question I have for you guys too, it seemed like you already hit. Now only like real entrepreneurs know this. What I'm about to say is, growing up, you thought a certain amount of money was a lot of money.
Yeah.
Then you start making money as an entrepreneur, like for real. Then you start realizing, like, God dang, this ain't no money. Can you feel me? Like, everybody else applauds you for the money you making, but you be like, boy, we got to go up with this. It's got to grow.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're gonna,
Yeah.
You make so much money that you got to keep making money. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're a real entrepreneur, you literally keep coming up with more ideas to put the money in.
Mm-hmm.
Not only that, but your living increases too. The way that you live.
Yes, talk about that.
We try to stay, we try to stay conservative. We're in a house. We're in a 3-bedroom house. Nothing major. We drive, average cars, but still, we want to experience more because, let's say $200,000 in our city may be a big thing, but that's because we're in a small city, right? And we go travel to out the country in Mexico, and 200,000 ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got folks making $2 million, like. So it's different. It's different situations for different environments. It's like one of those things. Like, you can't, like a fish can only grow as big as its fish tank.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let's say you have a fish and you put it in this fish bowl. It's only gonna get so big.
Yeah.
But if you take it out of that fish bowl and throw it in the lake or the ocean, it'll grow. It'll adapt to its environment. Mm-hmm. And so that's kind of like our situation. Like, even though we're in a small town, we have big town dreams, big town aspirations. And so, yeah, man, that along with taxes, our first year, we ain't know nothing about taxes. we thinking we got all this money, and Uncle Sam, come here.
Let me get that about you. Thank you.
Yep. So it's
and really penalties. Thank you.
Yep. How to manage money, that's a whole nother conversation.
Man. Yes. Listen, I was just talking to Cece about this other day. I said, baby, so many people talk about making money. Like, that's easy, right? Once you know what you're doing, that it becomes easier. Like, so many people talk about making money, but nobody talk about managing money. Like, you stay in business on how well you manage the money.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like, when I see people that's like super flashy, it's cool, do your thing, but I just hope that the money management is matching that flash, because boy, that poor management had you behind out of business. You see people all the time, the internal money management, y'all look fly as a mug, but you're gonna be over there with a going out of business sign on your door in a minute,
Yeah, and it's so crazy too, man, because when I really didn't have money, I wanted all the flashy stuff.
Right. Yeah, me
It's
too.
like
Me
it's
too.
like when I was broke, it's like I wanted the nice cars
Yeah.
and I wanted all the flashy stuff. But now that I got a little bit of money, it's like
It don't even matter.
I'm more thinking of assets. Like
Yes.
I need assets. I don't need just regular stuff. Like,
Yeah.
so I don't know, man. It's different.
No,
Now I feel you.
Yeah.
growing up thinking that 6 figures it would take forever. Like, how in the heck I can't make that? Like, that's for rich people.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then to make it multiple 6 figures, that ain't enough. We
Yeah.
gotta,
Yes. Yes.
it's like what? My
Yeah.
friend was just talking yesterday. She was telling me about she was like some guy got $500,000 and he doing this and he doing that, and I'm like, five
Ain't no
hundred
money for it.
thousand. No, like
Yeah.
that's it's not enough.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
But when we were younger, it was like, oh my God, really? He's rich.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember when I first cashed like my biggest check in 2008. It was and listen, I wasn't even a real entrepreneur then. Just got lucky,
Mhm.
but 60 grand, right? I was so impressed that when I went to cash it at the bank, they told me, "Man, look, I wanted all my 60 today." Okay.
Mm.
And they said, "No, sir, we have to order the money." I was like, dang, but my pride was like, "That's right, you gotta order that money. Order that money, baby." I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I was telling people, I said, yeah, what I'm saying, I went to the bank, they gotta order the money because they can't give me 60
They gotta
cash.
order them.
Boy, they gotta order the money. Come back in 3 days. I was like, okay.
That's funny.
So I was like, yeah, that's what's up. And look, I got them 60K. Got that 60K, right?
Gone.
And I said to myself, I would never be broke again.
Where? Yeah. That's
I
how
will
it is.
never be broke again.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
But all right, so let's talk about that.
Yeah.
That's a mindset,
Yeah.
right? A lot of people get 60K and splurge, just gone. What made you say, okay, I'm gonna hold on to this and I'm gonna turn it into something way bigger? Because a lot of people, they get those PPP loans, the 60K, and a year later is nothing to show for it. No investments, it's just gone. So
Yeah.
talk about that mindset of once you touch that money, how you kept going and just became who you are.
Well, here's the funny part. I thought that I was so freaking smart when it came to money, but I was only good at budgeting. And at that time, 2008, I wasn't at all. I was like fresh out of college, whatever. Excuse me. And people would ask me for advice that was older than me, and they would be blown away by the advice I was giving them. But I'm really giving them a poor man's advice because the only thing I was really able to give them is how to budget. That's basic math.
Mm-hmm.
You got 5,000 that came in this month. Here go all your bills. The end. So I gave them that. But I knew how to budget, but I didn't know how to grow money at all. So I had to start getting that education. And so it wasn't until 2009 when I read Rich Dad Poor Dad for the first time. And when I read that book, I said to myself, I do not qualify to give anybody any financial advice because I don't know what I'm talking about. First chapter.
Yeah.
First chapter. Yeah. So,
all right. So, quick question as far as, because I know, you know a lot. You grew. You're a smart investor, and you know about money.
Yeah.
So this is not just for us, even though we're asking the question. This might be for people out there too that's watching. I'm starting to hear that because a lot of people like to save money, right? So you make money, you throw it in savings, and you sit it there. Is it smart to have a lot of money in savings, or is it smarter to deploy your money and let it work.
All right, so you need both. You need both. Now, how deep you want to go?
So all right. So is it like a cushion that you need in savings? Because sometimes you look at it like, okay, this money is just in savings and it's not doing anything for me. Like, I got to throw money back into the market, but how much do you throw in the market? Where do you like? That's the balance. Like, how much do you throw in the market versus how much do you save?
So, all right. So this depends on your expertise. So for one, the only thing that should be in the bank is your emergency fund.
Yeah. So what's emergency?
So your emergency fund is 6 months to a year of your living expenses.
Okay.
So have that amount in the bank. Don't ever touch that for nothing. I don't care what it is. If you do have to touch it, you got to pay yourself back, just like somebody borrowed the money. You got to pay yourself back. Yo, I borrowed $300 from myself. I got to put that money back ASAP. So that's solid.
Is it a timetable?
Well, as soon as you get it, like for real, like because you shouldn't have to pull that much.
Yeah.
If you got to touch your emergency fund, then the other layer that you have done got touched too. You done ate through it.
Yeah.
You gotta get to it fast. Now I believe in having, multiples in different ways. So now we really get deep with it. What you want to do is you take your whole life policy, right? Talk to your CPA. This is not tax advice or anything like that. Talk to your CPA on how to do it. But basically, you take your whole life policy and overfund it with your savings. So let's say you got 30 G's, you take that whole life policy that'll have an index yield of 10%. You overfund it and put that in there, and now you're making 10% on that money. Now, when you got to pull money, you pay back to the insurance policy, which is you. So you're not paying back the institution, you're paying yourself back. Now your money's making 10% no matter what the market does, because that index is guaranteed. That's what the insurance company gave you. Your policy can't lose no value. So you overfund it. Now you're growing 10%, while everybody else has money in the bank losing money. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I got to look into that, man. I got to look into that. That's something I need, that we both need, because
that's what the guy at the event that y'all had, he was talking about the whole life policies, and I remember I wrote some stuff down.
Well, yeah, that's a good way. I mean, that's honestly really the safest way. Yeah, and then like when you gotta hide money, legally hide money, y'all, legally hide money. So you take the money and you bury that money in the asset. That, and then so if you do gotta recall that money, you can make all type of plays to pull money if you need it.
Gotcha.
So that's been our whole focus on like when we look at the market, we see a lot of failure in the market, because a lot of indicators that we look at. And so if the dollar dies and there's a new currency, the new currency has to come to us because we own assets that forces it to come to us. So we automatically get the new currency.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool.
Low fat version.
That was dope.
Yeah. So y'all, man, y'all super busy. I love seeing it, man. And let me tell you one thing that I love. You guys are like super busy doing a lot of stuff and doing a lot of things well. And you got a family. You got kids, We got MJ, we got Camille and MJ don't care nothing about what we got going on.
Yeah.
If they want to run into a video, we got to make them a part of it. Hey, baby, how you doing? They was not a part of the script play. I'm telling you, 8 times out of 10. I'm like, oh my Jesus. So how do you guys build a business and have kids and balance it? Because a lot of people complain about, I can't build a business. I got my babysitter, this, all of that. How do y'all have a successful business and have 2 kids?
So
man, Nova is Airbnb. These kids really so irritated with Airbnb. Do you hear me? Jordan is basically grown. I mean, he can cook and everything. So I mean, Jordan stays home a lot. Nova, she oh, we got to go to another Airbnb. Oh my God. She's just so sick of it. But we just, I mean, I handle the kids 90% of the time.
Well, I would say this. We in the beginning we thought it was separate. Like you got the business and then you got the family.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's one.
Yep.
The family is the business.
Man, that's good. Let me clap for you one time, brother. That's good.
And when you see it like that, where the family is the business,
yeah,
it makes everything connect. Like literally, you gotta think about what world we in right now. We're in a social media world.
Yes.
That's why we post a lot of social media. Just alone with posting on social media, you know, we landed a modeling contract for Nova. So that opens the door for other things. Like our videos bring us students. And the first thing they say is, man, I love the way you guys bring the family involved in it. So when you look at it like that, it's not a separate thing. Like it ain't family business. It could be, but we just matched it together. Like the family is the business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's excellent, bro. That's excellent. Yeah, literally, that is excellent. That's our mindset too. And even though MJ sometimes don't want to do it, it doesn't matter. You're going to do it.
Yeah, they're gonna grow into it.
The other day he said,
he said she hated modeling.
Yeah, she did.
Who?
Yeah, Nova. She hated
Nova?
modeling. Yes.
What?
She was. I don't want to take pictures anymore. I don't want to.
Yeah, one picture, do her thing.
But we
get serious. No, I'm tired. Like, girl, you took one picture.
Her last photo shoot, she was focused for like an hour, just snapping.
Wow.
She grew into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like you say, how
MJ said.
Yeah. What did he say?
MJ said to me the other day, he was like, his boy said, "Daddy, why can't we be like normal people?" I was like,
that baby tired. That baby tired.
He's talking about, he's like, I don't want to be broke, but do we have to always do this? I was like, yeah, we do.
Yeah. He'll thank you later for it.
As we pick you up from school, boy, we working. You just seeing the work being done. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That's the process of raising these entrepreneurs.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So next question I have for you guys. Y'all still there?
Yeah.
We still good, right?
You don't see us?
Okay, cool. All right, so I can see you.
Oh, okay.
We good?
It's lag.
We good?
All right, cool.
All right. So how is it building an empire with your spouse? And what was that process like?
So, you know what? He's really my soulmate. Like for real, he's my soulmate because I mean, we just mesh. And he's everybody's daddy in the house, the kids and me. Oh my God. Everybody's daddy. And it's just I guess, I mean, from us working together every single day and just being so close all the time, I think that that helps. I don't even know how to even.
It's good. It's good to know that you can count on somebody. It's so hard to count on people these days in business. Like you know how the saying when people say, "Ain't nobody gonna do it the way you do it."
Yeah.
Right. When you're in business, like we getting all these Airbnb notifications. You hear that? That's money. Ching, ching, ching.
Hey, that's a good problem. Yeah.
So, you know how in business they say nobody's gonna do it the way you do it. You know, with her, I really feel like we do it the way we expect each other to do it. So it's just that work ethic that we built together and just being close together all the time and just knowing her strengths, knowing my strengths, and kind of knowing how to delegate. You do this part, I do this part. You do this part, I do this part. So it works great, man. It's like the best partner I ever had.
And he just can't live without me. He just, always want me just,
right up on you.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing, man. That's a good thing. So let's talk about the process. So, because listen, I know this is going to help a lot of entrepreneurial couples. Okay, because I know there was a process for me and my wife to get to that point, and I think that a lot of times people, they look at a couple being successful, they automatically deem and say, "Man, power couple," but they don't understand the process of becoming one. You're not one when you say I do. There's a process of becoming one. Let's talk about that.
That's true. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Because look, he was thrown off.
Process of becoming. You got the floor.
Process of becoming one.
But I just feel like our relationship is so different from most. Every time somebody, they always say that about us, like, oh, y'all power couple. I mean, you don't know the backstory. We wasn't always a power couple, but we just grew on each other, I guess. The grind, we've seen every side of each other. We've seen every single side of each other from I can't ever explain anything on camera. I can text it out all day, but when I'm ready, when I'm on camera, I don't even know how to explain it. Explain, husband.
Well, this is a part of me making her better.
Come on, because come on, you just gotta break it
Tell
down.
her, Mike, she don't need me to always explain it. She can
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Start it out. I'll finish it. Start it out. See, my brain just be like, it just goes.
Help her catch it.
It's so funny because you are a social butterfly.
Right. Right. It's crazy. I don't know why it's like this every time I get on camera.
You know what?
Like,
all right, so because I'm comfortable, and you know this, Mike, because you're comfortable with talking and being yourself. And I come from a corporate world where success was a certain kind of way. You had to look a certain way, you had to talk a certain way, you had to dress a certain way. A lot of people still live in that society where they think success is looking, acting, and being a certain way. We're in a world now where things are completely different. You can be successful with just being yourself. And I think people are starting to realize that more and more and more and more, where success is not always super professional. Success is not always sounding like a robot. Like, I'm just okay with being me and letting people like navigate to me. And this is how I'm going to find my lane, because the people who don't like it, I'm not for them, right? I'm still going to talk my way. I'm going to sound my way. I'm going to be me. I'm going to say my slang. I'm going to sound like I'm from Alabama, right? And people going to either love it or they not going to understand it. But my job is not to please everyone. This is how you find your niche. This is how you find your tribe, your people that love you and stick by you and like your gang. Just be yourself. And so I'm trying to teach her this. Like when we do videos and TikToks and stuff like this, she always try to sound super professional. Okay, guys, we're gonna do this today. Like,
no, I do not.
Yes, you do.
No, I do not.
Bro. She do. I'm like, just be yourself. Just people gonna love you. People gonna like, don't try to be something that you're not. And so right now
Yes.
she's struggling with it a little
No,
bit.
this ain't got nothing. I'm not trying to be professional right now.
No, I'm just saying.
It's just a question. It's just like I can't like if, when we get off of this, I can tell you everything. I can talk to you about everything that I can answer all the questions off camera. But knowing that this camera is here and we're live, it's just like, oh my God, like where is this stuff? Like it just goes somewhere. Like I don't know.
So wait, this is
Like the
good
clock
though.
on.
No, because
Man.
people struggle with this, right? So this is good content. So
but
look, it was the same. It was the same thing with Cece in the beginning, because you know how it is. We all went to HBCU, and so HBCU teach you how to be prim and proper, and you got to be the best because you got to be better than the other side, and so Cece coming from FAMU, baby, she got to, she had to be. I mean, listen. Cece was talking like this. Hello, guys. I am Cece Patterson, and what I'm going to do today is show you how to present a real estate offer. Like she sounded off all the confidence and wow. I'm like, come on now, you can't do it. I said, you got to be. I said, this is what I tell my team too. If they're on the phone and they're selling, I say, be professionally unprofessional.
Mm-hmm.
Just be you, professionally unprofessional. If I come in and I close a deal, you about to get all this South Georgia, baby. You're going to love it too. And we're going to do this deal, I ain't changing that.
Yeah, people actually.
I ain't changing nothing. You gonna get all these sockets and grits, Go ahead.
No, I was saying people actually respect that more. I said people actually respect that more.
Yeah. So speaking of that, what was your personal development process like? Like what like can you pinpoint? Yeah, like can you pinpoint like okay, my personal development started here. And it started like with this book, this audio, this motivational speaker, this YouTube, or whatever.
Yeah, where did it start?
Well, I was in sales, so I mean, just learning the art of selling, like Jordan Belfort. I grew up on, The Way of the Wolf, and
yes.
What else? Man, I went blank.
See, that's where I be all the time, though.
So, just a lot of those. A lot of those. I can't even think of it. But I knew I had like sales guys, professional development guys. I can't even think of their name. I don't know. I don't remember their name. I just remember Jordan Belfort. It's gonna come to me later on. But that's how I started, right? And that's when I was doing that, it was all like traditional professionalism. It was all, even Jordan Belfort, The Way of the Wolf. Like the first 5 seconds is the most important when you're on the phone call. You got to be sharp. You got to be this. You got to be this. You got to be an authority figure, right? And at the time of my life, that was true. And I was trying to force myself to be like that and to sound like that because that's who the people I was looking up to. Mm. But as I really started to see success in different forms, not just the Jordan Belforts and the what's the guy name with the deep voice, Tony Robbins,
Oh yeah. Oh my.
Yeah, not just the Tony Robbins and the Jordan Belforts. I started to see other people that were successful and were normal, average, being themselves, t-shirt wearing. I'm like, wait, they don't sound like Jordan Belfort. Right. They don't sound like Tony Robbins. Like what? They ain't
Yeah.
what? They not wearing suits. Like, okay. So I kind of transition. And the good thing about me is I got the best of both worlds. So I can still kind of be a chameleon, right? If I'm in the room with Jordan Belfort, then I'm Eric Bassett, prestige.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't
Mm-hmm.
have to be, but I can be. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Yeah.
you know, if I'm around my audience, I'm just me. So
Right.
it's good to have that balance, man, and just be a chameleon. And I think as a business person, you have to be sometimes. Not saying not to be yourself, but you know, just kind of feel the room and identify who you need to be in that situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Just be natural.
Yeah.
Be natural. Yeah, I had a friend in college, and he said he had a group. He could sing really good. He had a group, and it was called Be Natural, which really doesn't exist on the piano. But he said sometime in life was sharp, sometime was flat, but at all times be natural. So
Yeah.
at
I like
all
that.
times, just be who you are. Yeah,
Yeah.
just be who you
That's
are.
good.
My
That's a
friend's
good
got some
quote.
quotes, baby. We got some quotes in this
Yeah.
thing. Now, so I know you guys too. You guys, are people of faith. So how does your faith play a part in your business? You know, the times that well, go ahead. Tell me how I play a part, and I ask that next question. Go ahead. How does your faith play a part in the business that you're building?
Sometimes we move so fast and things happen so quick that we gotta slow down sometimes. Just like the other night, we was moving. Things are happening, things are happening, and we had to look at each other and was like, slow down, stop, consult God. Let's make sure that we're on this right path. Even though things are moving and things are good, if it's not the path that he chose, and if he's not leading the way,
Then
it
you
can
can
be
step
over just
away.
like that. So
Yeah,
don't confuse fast success with God's plan.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in the
yeah,
beginning we tend to do that. We was
Yep.
like, oh, it's working, it's working, it's
Yep.
working, it's working.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
this is what God wants us to do. It's working, it's working. But we wasn't really consulting him and making sure this is what he wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can be so caught up and so busy that he's not leading anymore. You just doing stuff off of momentum.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's good.
we gotta slow down and check each other sometimes. Like, all right, let's take a step back. Let's breathe. Let's really get connected and just make sure that we're following and not leading this.
Mm-hmm.
If that
That's
makes
really
sense.
good. That makes all the
Yeah.
sense in the world. Can you recall a time that God was leading you, telling you to stop, or either to go forward and you didn't, and you saw a negative result from not listening to him when he showed you what was what?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's when I'm chasing money.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I chase money, it happens. Right?
Yes,
I'm doing
yes,
good. I'm doing good in Airbnb, and then here comes a homie. Hey man, I just did so much money over here in trading. You need to come join my trading team or just something. I take my eye off the prize. I see, oh, more money over here. Let me go try this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
yeah,
I ain't, I'm up right now. I might as well go try to make some more extra money every time. Lost. Not only did I lose, but I got distracted from the main thing that I was doing good with because I took my eyes off of it. So it can be a distraction, it can be a loss. And then I realized after it happened, after the money is gone, like, dang, I wasn't even supposed to do that no way. I didn't get called to do that. It's just something I'm trying to do on my own. So it brings you back to
yep,
reality. It's like, okay, all right, from now on, even when I feel that urge, and it's hard to hold in sometimes because you know for sure you're gonna win, or you think you're gonna win and make more money, you gotta slow down and say, nope, not this time. I wasn't called to do that. and it's hard to do for sure.
And that's so good. That's so good because, you know, when you're an entrepreneur and people are seeing your success, deals come to you without you pursuing them.
Yeah.
And everything that's offered to you is not for you to be a part of.
Yeah.
And so, you know, oftentimes I tell people, I'm gonna go ahead and give my secret away right now, but I often tell people, man, hey, that's good, man. I support you, but I'm not gonna, you know, I ain't gonna join. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna put my money there yet, you know. So vetting is very, very important. But sometimes there are things that like God had to nudge me on, and I didn't even know why. It was like, nah, don't do that. Don't do it. And like you said, go ahead.
But when you listen, all right. So say that situation happened, and you was like, no, he ain't called me to do that, and you really want to do it, right?
Yeah.
And you follow through with your word and say no. Don't something magical happen after you say no?
Every single time.
Every single time. It's so powerful to say no, and you hear like, so I kind of like sometimes you hear the voice in your head and you try to determine, is that God's voice or is that my voice? Like,
right. Yeah.
God ain't telling me no. That's me telling me no. Just trying to find some reason to justify to still do it, right? Like, no, he ain't telling me no. He said it's up to me. Let me like that. But when you can distinguishingly tell that that's him and you hold out, it's like he rewards you for holding out. And like if you would have said, yeah, you would have missed out on the reward that he gave you for holding out and just listening.
Yes.
Every time, man.
Yes. Yes.
Every time.
And I want to speak to something too, because you had said something that's so good I can't let you off without talking about this. So I want us to talk about this because as entrepreneurs, we know making money is a part of what we do, but at the same time, it can't be about the money. Mm-hmm. It's a crazy dichotomy. Mm-hmm. It is about the money, but it ain't about the money.
Yep.
Speak to that.
So it's about alignment, man. It's about alignment. I keep saying this on every interview I do. It's about alignment. And when it ain't about the money, everything feels easy. It doesn't feel forced. The money gonna come, right? It's about the happiness that it brings. It's about the fulfillment that it brings. It's about the people that you touch. It's about the connections that you make. It's about the lives that you come into. It's about so much more, man. The money is just like a part of it, but it's not the main thing. And when you do it the right way, it feels natural. It feels good. It feels healthy. It feels happy. And that's where you want to be, because you can make all the money in the world, but if you don't feel healthy about it, if you don't feel happy about it, if you're stressed out about it, or you make all the money in the world, but along with the money, you didn't do it the right way. So there's problems that come with it that takes most of the money that you made, right? Versus doing it the right way and making money. Maybe it's slower money, but it's money that you get to keep because you don't have the problems with it that's going to take the money for not doing it right. So when you look at it from the bigger scope of things, man, it's about just being in alignment, just doing it the right way so that you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. You won't enjoy it if it's not right.
Yeah. And what I say about it too, man, same thing. You know, I feel like God allowed money to be in existence to leverage people to do the right thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like here goes this, and think about how small it is. You know, I got a check right here, right? So you get this. Here go a check for you to go serve somebody well.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and it's just a piece of paper. You know, It's like he used it as a leveraging piece, so that good can happen for somebody else. Because I mean, it really ain't no value in this, for real. except for the value that we put on it. You know, so when you're doing stuff, it can never just be about the money. And it may take you a while for some of you guys listening, it may take you a while to get it, but you'll get there as you start making money and you start seeing fruit and you start seeing how what you're offering is benefiting people's lives. Because, you know, I love when we can provide an Airbnb or a rental for somebody who has been looking for a house and they haven't been able to find anything, and we provide a rental property for them. And I know when I moved back to Brunswick, I was riding around, and man, I literally was in tears, and I'm not even a crier like that. I was in tears looking at the conditions of the properties riding through certain neighborhoods because they were worse than when I left. You know, I was gone for 13 years to South Florida, y'all, not prison, but I was gone for 13 years, you know, and when I came back and saw the conditions, I knew God was calling me to move back to Brunswick, right? Yeah. So Cece was at one of my relatives' house, and I said to myself and to God, I was like, God, I can't tell her to move from Miami to Brunswick. It's a big difference, you know? So Cece calls me on the phone and she's like, hey, baby, come pick me up. I want to ride and just talk. I was like, okay. So I came by, you know, she hopped in the car, we riding around. And so she was like, baby, guess what? I was like, what? She said, I feel like God is calling you back to Brunswick. I could have jumped out the car. Wow. Because he just told me that. You see what I'm saying? And so I'm sitting up here trying to figure out how I'm gonna convince Cece to move to Brunswick, and God done told her the same thing. So in all my logic and wisdom, this is what she said. Now listen, I was working a job at the time, and in South Florida, and it paid hourly, it paid me commission, and it paid me residual, a job, right? So I had a job. Which I really didn't look. I didn't like my job so much that I never talked about it after work. Never. so that's how bad. How was your day? It was cool. Yeah. So what we're gonna have for dinner? Like that. It was literally like that. So we riding in the car and Cece was, and I was like, I said, okay, babe. I said, God told me the same thing. It freaked me out that you just said this. So I said, well, let's do it after we get the taxes. She said, no, baby, God's saying now. I was like, no, Cece, it don't make sense. So we logical, right? So I'm going through showing her the numbers, you know, I'm got a whole presentation and all this stuff here, you know, wrote my thesis for my doc, you know, all that. So presented it to her and she was like, okay, baby, all right. But, you know, I feel like God's saying like now, you know, I was like, nah, man, it don't make no sense right now. So guess what? We go home back to my aunt's house, Auntie Livonia. We go back to Auntie Livonia house, and we wake up the next morning to head back to Miami, and we can't find the keys to the car. Can't find them. We tore her house up and down. Walked the perimeters. Okay, I know how to search for stuff. I walked the perimeters. Then I start going in. I mean, everything. You know, Cece talking, Cece, y'all see Cece comments up here talking. We got into a whole argument. Yes, we did. So
hey, Cece.
Let me tell you how intense it got. Right. So my aunt took the trash out the next day, and by this time she was ready for us to leave her house anyway. So I went and jumped in the dumpster. Yes,
what?
I jumped in the dumpster. Yeah, because I needed that bag that you threw out because maybe you threw it away. So God. I found the bag. Look, I was looking crazy. I ain't care, but I got to get back home at the time. So I get the bag and I tear it up like a raccoon, you know, going through that thing, trying to find them keys, and I couldn't find them keys. Never made it back to Miami. Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. Now I know you done cut the story extremely short.
Yeah, it's a long story, but
y'all found the keys one day? When did y'all find keys?
Never. We had to get keys made.
Oh my God.
Had to get the keys made. And look, and my aunt ended up moving out of that apartment complex, and she still ain't found the keys. I don't know. So we don't know where they at. So then we went to church. Hold on. Cece talking a lot, y'all. So y'all please read her comments. Jesus. She's telling the story. So yeah. So we so we end up going to church that next day, right? So the pastor was up preaching and everything, and this is like a huge church. It's the biggest church in the city of Brunswick. So the pastor stepped down and he pointed to us and said that you need God to do something for you in 24 hours, and He gonna do it. So I said, well, hey, we're gonna receive this word from God. We receive it, okay. So we go to her brother's house, sitting at the table, and I'm talking to the rest of the family, and comes back and he offers us a house. He said, I don't have no money. Now listen now, he offered us a house to live in Brunswick, but we never told him that we was moving to Brunswick because we didn't know we was moving to Brunswick. Because this is what we said. We said, well, God, if you want us to be here, we're going to need a place to live. True story. So without telling him nothing, he offered us the house. Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So,
oh my God, this God.
To be continued. More to the story, but yeah. But that's how it happened. And we lived in, when I say we lived in the hood, we lived in the hood. Like 5 people got killed that month on that block. Like it was that crazy. Same street.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But go ahead. I'm gonna cut the story. I don't want to take over the interview, but go ahead.
That was an amazing
but
story. People needed to hear
powerful.
that. People needed to hear that.
Yeah.
Sit still, man.
Yep. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. But I just wanted to pull that out because a lot of people see you, me, or whoever being successful as entrepreneurs, but they don't understand there's a background story that you must endure.
Yeah.
And I tell everybody, you're not a real entrepreneur until you done lost it all at least one time, or you feel like throwing in the towel at least 5 times. All right. And so yeah, that's entrepreneurship, jumping off the cliff and building wings on the way down. Before you hit that concrete, like that right there, you're like, oh, got them wings, baby. Got them wings. Yep. So I want you guys to go ahead and give the audience your social media handles. Tell them where we can find you.
Facebook, Newfound Home Solutions, LLC. Our YouTube, E&B Cashflow. We're on TikTok.
Look at. Hey, look at E giving you that social media training.
So we branding E&B Cashflow. So
yeah.
E&B Cashflow on Instagram is e.b.cashflow. So e.b.cashflow.
Cool.
E-Cashflow.
So I know you guys are successful in Airbnb. Are you offering coaching?
Absolutely. We have.
If they want to sign up for coaching, go about that.
Message us on our e.v.cashflow Instagram page. Once you message us, we will set up a free 30-minute consultation just to make sure it's the right fit, answer any questions, see if you're in a position to actually do this business. If it all makes sense, we'll go over coaching details and how to work with us, but it's pretty simple. Like, we coached over what?
I don't even know no more.
We got over 60 plus students that we've coached. So we have a track record. It's not just us that's being successful in this industry. We're helping a lot of people start up their empire with Airbnb too. So yeah, definitely if you're looking for hands-on training, reach out to us. We got the best of both worlds. I go over the numbers, all the business stuff. V's gonna help you out with the design, the staging, the maximizing space, the appeal. So it's the best of both worlds. So
And this is one-on-one coaching. It's not a course. One-on-one.
yeah.
Gotcha. And I'm sure once they get in contact with you guys, you gotta listen. They are offering a free 30-minute consultation just to make sure this business is the right fit for you, so you can navigate. They have a unique way they acquire properties. So I would definitely, I wouldn't even have them on here if I didn't know, not think, but if I didn't know that they were the real deal. So guys, make sure you follow their social media handles and go ahead and get signed up right now if you love your mama. If you don't love your mama, do not contact them. Okay, these are only for mama love. Okay, so if you love your mama, you already know what to do. It should be happening right now. Okay, so I put it right there here. They've already serviced over 60 plus students nationwide and are helping people all over to make extra money. If you are trying to transition in your life and you're looking for a way to transition, you have to find a conduit to do that. People are doors. Here's a door. Eric and V, walk through that door and get to that next phase. You want to leave your job. How much you make on your job? They'll show you how to match that so that you can walk away. So anything else you want to leave them with before we say deuces?
Nah, man, we just appreciate you bringing us on, man. I look forward to keeping this thing rolling, man. It's crazy how we started, man. If people knew our backstory, and I think we talked about it a few times. Like,
yeah,
I think
God
put you guys at that table.
Yes.
Me at that event in my corporate America job with my tie on, looking like Tony Robbins.
Yes.
So,
hey, at least you didn't sound like Tony Robbins, though.
Yeah.
Tony Robbins, he'd be like, and the people of today need to push forward.
Yeah, man, but you guys was that door for me, right? Like, I was at my corporate job seeing a young couple do it on their own, which I came home and said, man, I met this couple, man, they sharp, they young, followed you guys on social media.
Kept showing me everything y'all post. He's like, man, see, look, look.
Yeah. And so, I mean, to fast forward it to what? How many years ago was this? About 4 years?
3.
Longer.
3 years?
Oh, 3.
To fast forward 3 years later to see that we doing business together.
That's dope.
Like, it's crazy, man. So that goes to show you how much your life can.
That's alignment.
How much your life can change in 3 years if you open those doors, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is the testimony right
man. I thank God for the connection, because check this out, E. What you may not have known is before coming out, because listen, I'm from Georgia, they from Alabama, but we met in San Diego. See how God put that connection together. Like, I told CC before even coming to San Diego that I wouldn't do Airbnb. Would never do it. And then when you told me about it at the event, I said to myself again, I'm not going to do it because I'm worried about the vacancies and all the stuff like this, right? Just having ignorance, right? And I never forget one day, and I saw you moving and stuff like that, but it didn't matter because I'm not doing that, right? So that was my mindset. But once again, early morning, 4:30 in the morning, I'm in my little room and I'm praying, and then it just dropped like boom. And I came to see, I said, baby, guess what? She was like, well, I said, we're doing Airbnb. She was like, what? I said, this came to me in prayer. Let me holler at E and V. So that timing is everything, man. That timing is everything. And so I say you guys are lifers. And if you guys are ever in the Alabama area, man, y'all make sure y'all connect with E and V, because they throw the best parties in the whole state of Alabama.
And you gotta bring MJ back. You know MJ love Alabama.
He does.
So we could go to the seafood spot.
Yeah, we gotta bring MJ back.
You remember?
Yes, gotta go back to the seafood spot. He's sick of it.
I'm sick of it.
Hey, we don't know what MJ gonna say nowadays, but MJ boy.
That's funny.
MJ.
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, man. I said MJ gotta get his own channel, y'all. This boy is made for TV.
He sure is.
Made for TV. Well, man, hey man, y'all do y'all thing. Love y'all. Much success to you guys. Take over the whole state of Alabama. Coach all the students. Y'all remember, reach out to them and their social media handles, message them, and make sure you sign up for coaching. Last year you said that 2022 won't look like 2021. So here's an answer right here. Get with them, and 2022 won't look like 2021.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you for having us. We enjoyed.
All right, no problem. Good night, y'all.
All right, thanks, man.
All right.